Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Now we all know Stephen A. from ESPN back in the day, and also the show he used to have with Skip Bayless to Skip wised up and jumped ship on him and went and got Shannon Sharp, somebody who, to me, is way more qualified to talk about sports since he actually played the game. But one thing you can rely on Shannon Sharp is to deliver an even balanced critique. Whereas you have someone like this guy right here, Stephen A. Smith, he's more to the left instead of being balanced or to the right of things, which means that he's going to say pretty much what the people in power that his bosses, want him to say instead of what is right. He's going to say what's politically correct and not what's really correct. And we all know that OJ recently has made parole, even though he won't get out to October because it's like a three month process where they have to set up his your residence and everything else. So OJ will be out in October. And now he basically said that OJ, if you listen to what he was saying in the video, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. If you listen to what he's saying, he basically said that OJ was in prison for a crime, and the sentencing was excessive. These are his exact words. Now, if the sentencing was excessive, why are you opening your fat mouth, your gums, talking about uh, something that happened in 94, 95 with Nicole Brown and the Ron Goldman murder case with Johnny Cocker? The big old story and labeled the trial of the century. Why is we going back 23, 20, 22 years looking at old cases when that's not even what the man is in prison for? Because you can't try him twice. That would be double jeopardy, of course. But anytime these people want to throw somebody under the bus, especially a person of color, they will get someone just like Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith, I don't understand how can a sports commentator, when they started doing regular news commentary, because I remember when I was watching the ESPN, what I'm saying, like in the 90s and stuff, in 2000, early 2000, but really the 90s mostly, when you had your what's the guy name, the other black guy, the one that had passed, I can't think of his name right now. Stuart Scott, that's his name. I mean, you never heard Stuart Scott talk about politics and what's going on with the world and all this stuff. So I don't understand why all of a sudden the last semi-odd years that you have these guys basically talking about politics on the sports channel. So that's another thing you have to be aware of also. So it's not about sports. They're trying to push an ideology. They're trying to push an idea for the people who don't really know. But I'm gonna read what he says, then I'm gonna give my opinion also. And it was doing his little podcast he had with the little show, and he basically said OJ should never see freedom for the double murder he committed. Now, how can you sit up here and convict this man and try this man, and even though I'm not saying that he's guilty or he's not innocent, I don't have no dog in that race, so I really don't care. I'm just trying to give a balanced critique. Now, why are you saying that this man is guilty when he was clearly found innocent by the state of California? You see what I'm saying? Judge I older them and whoever. So if Marshall Clark and the other people couldn't convict the man, who are you to try to convict the man 22 years later? Johnny Cochran long dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? Robert Shapiro, his other lawyer, still alive. Then you had Kardashian guy. He's passed. He was also one of the lawyers. So I don't understand if the state and the court system took care of it. Why are we still rehashing these old wounds? And that's all it was. Because you remember how divided the country was. It was right after the Rodney King beating that happened in '92, and you remember the L.A. riots. What happened? Then you remember what happened with the O.J. Simpson verdict. How it was more racial division in this country. It just seemed like old wounds just keep getting peeled in this country instead of just what I'm saying, not even mentioning that because it's already in the back of the people's mind who's a little older what happened. Because for those who have memory. Now, for him to basically rehash all this stuff is like opening up old wounds. And we know certain sides and certain people don't want to hear that. You see what I'm saying? It's just like you putting a mirror back in somebody's face saying, look at this, and you constantly saying that. That's basically what he's doing. And it also says, he also says a lot of other crazy things where he just rambling on, like when he be trying to use uh, big words saying that O.J. Simpson talked too long, he talked too much, and Stephen A. Smith is the king of talking too long and talking way too damn much. You see what I'm saying? Then trying to use words that he can't even really pronounce. His lawyer tried to get him succinctly, you know what I'm saying, to tone it down what he was saying, and his tone was very LaQuivia-ish. All this stuff like he trying to give a shout out to some black girl or something, LaQuisha or Shariri or something. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell? You know? And I'm like, Steven, you're a damn sports analyst. You're not a lawyer. You're not qualified to even comment on that. You know, so stay in your lane. And I don't understand why the powers that be give these people the type of power to just make any kind of comment, and they never get penalized. But he did get penalized for what he said about women. That's why you don't hear him say nothing about women. But when they come to men, whether white, black, or whatever, oh, he can go ham on them. But when it comes to these women, white or black, he ain't gonna say nothing too much about no women. But when it come to mans, you better watch your ass. And if you're doing something, make sure Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying, tattletailing ass don't really know. But we know Stephen A. craves attention because, I mean, either somebody putting you up to this or you really just have pure hate and animosity toward O.J. Simpson, because this is a guy who's 70 damn years old. O.J. Simpson played ball back in the 80s, 70s. You see what I'm saying? But you still got people, and he was a great guy. He was a great football player. You see what I'm saying? I'm not, this have nothing to do with the murder. You have to separate the murder from what happened with his memorabilia, his personal stuff getting stolen. He's going to go get his stuff. That's how he wound up in prison. He wasn't in prison for no damn murder charge, because if that's the case, he wouldn't be going up for no damn parole, no damn 8 years. You see what I'm saying? So for him to make these comments is like he say very asinine and very stupid. It just shows his stupidity, and it shows that he's willing to throw anybody under the bus for a paycheck. It's like his boss come in the office and he be sitting there doing his writing and stuff. Steven, yes sir, we need you to go after this person. We need you to go after that person. Okay. And here go your script. You don't even have to think for yourself, because we know you don't think for yourself too good. We wrote some stuff down for you, and we want you to say every damn word on here. If you skip one word, we're gonna redo it until we get it right. Yeah, yes sir. That's pretty much what he is. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if OJ did do it, what can we do about it? You see what I'm saying? So all this back and forth, that's gonna be a talking to this man is dead and to where he's long gone. You feel what I'm saying? So whether he did it or not, this has been a discussion since day one. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna make it no better. They're not gonna get him back in court and try him. And furthermore, if you look at the case, what Mark Furman did, since he want to go into the man case, what about the gloves? You know what I'm saying, that was planted at the scene? You have all these different type of evidence that shows that this was basically a setup. And I could go a lot deeper, but I'm not, because you have to really just look at the pictures. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you look at something, you think you're looking at something, but you're really not looking at what you think you're looking at. You feel me? It's like a Hollywood production, in other words. So when you think that you see something on TV, whether it's high profile or low profile, 9 times out of 10, if it's covered by all networks, it's a lot of bullshit in there. So, you know, read between the lines and you can pretty much see what I'm trying to say without saying it. But the thing is with people, they want to turn on their soapbox, their television, tell live vision, you know what I'm saying, telling lies to your vision. And instead of them doing critical thinking, they'll let somebody else like a damn Stephen A. Smith think for them. And that's the worst thing you can do. You want to be able to think for yourself. You want to be able to critically think for yourself. So the way when somebody tell you something, even me, you can have enough sense and enough wisdom to either go research it or fact check it, and then come back and, you know what I'm saying, and say, well, no, this is not right. This is where you went wrong at. But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people take people's word and run with it. Like I tell people, don't take my word for it. You see what I'm saying? Go research for yourself, because it won't do me no good sitting up here telling nobody a lie. It won't do me no good sitting up here bashing the OJ or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Report the news and report whatever you want to report, but at the same time, make sure you're not biased in your critique. But Stephen, he loves to be biased, and he loves to use these words like he's trying to show off for somebody, like he's a damn flamingo out there in the middle of the Florida Everglades, just fluttering his feathers in the water and shit. I don't understand what's going on with the guys in the area, and all the other regular females like, look at Steven, he's showing out today. That's pretty much what this guy is right here, just a lot of hot air. And to sit up here and say that OJ need to be in prison the rest of his life, like, dude, you know, like, let it go, man. You know, I mean, just let it go. You know, I mean, it's not even worth it. But anyway, let me know what you all think in the comment section. And I don't want to hear the shit about if OJ did it or not, because I'm not no judge, and I'm not here to judge that man. You know, this is have nothing to do with that. This have to do with Stephen A. still punching this old man when he's already down. You see what I'm saying? And it's just a long train ride, you know. But Stephen A. gonna have his day too, also. 'Cause when they get through roasting him and they put him on out them doors, he gonna be crying somewhere too. So anyway, you like, subscribe, and share. That's been your boy Trey. I'm out.